Dubai, how are you doing? Welcome back to the Lovin Daily, where I take you through the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today we're going to be talking about number plate madness, how you can actually get one of those really cool low number plates and contribute to a good cause. We're going to be talking about India and oxygen tanks going there from Dubai, and a thank you from India to Dubai for that, and also the rest of the world pledging donations and support to India at this really difficult time. We're also talking about COVID passports, how Emirates has just implemented it, and it's going to make your life traveling from A to B a lot easier. If you're like me and you lose documents, or if you forget to print things out, it's all going to be on your phone. It's all getting digital, and we're one of the first countries in the world to do it, which is pretty fantastic. But before we get into it, good morning to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Hi Heka saying good morning on Instagram. Hi Designed by Dream Voyages. Welcome to the show. Usually it's Simran and I. Simran is in India. We spoke to her yesterday on the show to get her update, but the main thing is we miss her, but she is safe with her family. She's just been one of the very unlucky few Dubai expats who got stuck in India with all of the travel restrictions, but we miss her lots and lots, don't we, Ali?
Yes, we miss you so much, Simran.
Come back
so
soon. much. Before we started the show, we were chatting, as always, Apple, Android. It's like an ongoing conversation in this office, but I'm a Samsung person, die hard, always will be, never change. What I will say is that the recent updates to iPhones coming directly from Apple has given me a lot more respect to Apple because of the privacy data stuff that they're going to stop. So as you know, we all get served ads on our phones. So if you think apps are listening and tracking you, they pretty much are. If I look up different types of fashion, I'm going to get more ads based on that to my phone. And that's a lot of Facebook are serving a lot of those ads, but basically Apple is now, with the new software update, so if you have an Apple or an iPhone, you'll be able to say no to being tracked. Which will change all of the ads that you'll get on your phone. It will mean a lot less money advertising ads online. But do you care?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
If you're just talking about ads, let's not look at any other personal information. If you're talking about ads, you do. Well, yeah, because obviously we look at Cambridge Analytica, and those ads led possibly to different presidents being elected. So you do care?
Yeah. So for example, like if it's just basic stuff, like if I'm searching for like shoes, and all of a sudden my entire feed is
shoes
filled with
within 6
shoes.
seconds.
Like, come on, like people, no, no.
And that's what's so, because I think we're only becoming aware of this stuff now, right? And it's like in the last couple of years, it's been happening behind the scenes. And then when you see kind of big scandals, when you realize that Facebook gave away a massive amount of our data to I guess for profit, I guess, and then that information was used to, I guess, serve elections. But the thing is, when you get that update, if you're an Apple user on your phone, my question is, will you say no? It'll be a little pop-up on your phone, which is a small pop-up in the grand scheme of things, but actually if everyone says no, it will change the way ads are served to us, and it will mean a lot more protection of your privacy on your phone. Will you say no?
Me? I don't want my data to be shared, so
I think it's a massive step up from Apple. Apparently Facebook is not happy about it because they're massive on the data ad serving scene. But let us know your thoughts. We'll jump into the comments as always. Let me turn on Facebook to see if anyone's tuning in. Let me know as always where you're watching from. I miss Simran, and it's Ali and I here in the studio, but love to get your thoughts on the stories as always, and we love to read the comments after the show as well if we don't get them during the show. But let's jump into our top story. This is a video that's going to be going beside me on Facebook, here. And it was basically a tweet that said, "Thank you Dubai, the Indian Air Force is now airlifting 12 oxygen tanks from India to Dubai." So basically the Indian Air Force has begun airlifting 12 in total ready-to-use cryogenic tankers from Dubai to India. This was arranged by the Adani Group, a leading business group. The group has also secured 4 shipments of isocryogenic tanks filled with 80 metric tons of liquid medical oxygen from Saudi. Now, this is a big push from India's private sector. We mentioned the Adani Group, but there's actually a lot more leading business groups involved in a massive push to bring much-needed oxygen tanks to hospitals in India, where we see they're obviously, of course, in massive short supply of oxygen tanks, limited resources. We've talked over the last few days, it's getting international headlines, of course, about the state that India is in at the moment. Every single day, our statistics become more grim and more shocking. I think last week we reported for the first time that India had surpassed the highest total of COVID-19 cases in one day. And at that point, it was at 300,000. We look at yesterday to 351,991 cases in one day. And now the last over a 10-day period, they're averaging at 321,000 new cases. So this is, not only have they surpassed the country's a record, this grim, shocking, sad record, they're actually surpassing it over a 10-day period. And we're still seeing the cases, thanks to a strain, significantly increase. We spoke to Simran yesterday on the show. I'm not sure if you saw. Like I said at the start of the show, she was one of the Dubai expats who had travelled home and was unable to get back into Dubai because of travel restrictions. We know that those travel restrictions are there for a definite 10-day period. Will they continue? We're not sure. Emirates has even tweeted that it's possible. Well, Emirates tweeted that they're not sure after the 10 days what will happen in a response to someone. But Simran, she said she's safe and well, and obviously the bigger concern is everyone around her. But she said even if you cough, it's just that the real fear that everyone around you, you know, I think we've all been there when a slight cough has you cause for concern. But I think one of the main updates that I saw this morning was if you have cause for concern, you know, there's hospital beds with very, very short supply. So unless you really need them, you shouldn't be going to hospitals, of course. That's what she was saying. But like I said, there was a thank you Dubai, because we are one of the countries, but there are a lot of countries pitching in on this. The New York Times even actually called out Dubai and Saudi this morning for the fact that we're getting oxygen tanks over there. They also said the USA is helping, and there's a lot of cash going over. However, they said despite the fact that there are countries, companies and powerful members from all over the diaspora pledging to pitch in, it is unlikely to stop the unfolding catastrophe in India. And that's direct from the New York Times, and I think it's just a very scary, powerful statement. Everyone is doing all they can. It's fantastic to see Dubai and the UAE leading the way with oxygen support, which is sorely needed in the hospitals. Both these hospitals are in critical condition, and we're just hoping that we can see a dip in numbers, which can only be the main thing that can help. But word from Simran yesterday is that there is a lot happening on the ground there. There are a lot of measures in place. There's a lockdown, and authorities are really doing everything they can to stem spread on the ground. So as the cases continue to rise, and as we had a video up yesterday, I think the main thing we're seeing here is, of course, there's a massive level of concern and worry here in Dubai, because obviously we're such a massive population of Indians here in Dubai. It's nearly it's home for so many people. And you saw the Burj Khalifa light up in support, and other massive structures around the UAE doing the same, because India is home for so many Dubai residents and vice versa. We're so massively linked and connected. We have a massive friendship on a political level, but also on a personal level. So any Indians that are watching, and if you have family at home, we really feel for you, and we're hoping that the support will help and benefit a lot of people. It's just sad news. I think we've all seen the scary videos and stuff, so I'm hoping, yeah, we can bring some good news on that respect in the coming days. Let's move on. Emirates has introduced a paperless COVID-19 passport, so you no longer have to worry about losing documents, forgetting your papers, or getting things printed. Why, Ali, did you just turn like that?
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's nice. Like, that's more convenient for, you know, just holding papers, and you know how hectic it is trying to get to your flight. Papers flying. I've been there. You know,
exactly.
I think everyone has been there when one paper fell and the rest, like everything just falls apart.
It's so, having printed paper seems so old school.
Yeah.
But at the same time, all of this, and I know we've had the pandemic for a year, but getting our vaccinations is all new, and we're expecting kind of like I guess transfers. Well done, Dubai. Yeah, so basically if you have a PCR test taken in Dubai, or your vaccination in Dubai, if you've taken them in other countries, I don't think they're going to log on the app, so check that out before you start using that. Well done, Emirates. And we will move on. We're talking about number plates. We're talking about the 100 million meals campaign, which has already been smashed, by the way. It was smashed in 10 days, but that doesn't mean that we can strive to do better. If we are in Dubai, we always level up. The 100 million meals campaign is now auctioning special car plates and phone numbers in Dubai. So we followed the first auction in support of 100 million meals. That was a massive success. This was an art auction. They managed to raise over 36 million in one night to provide food parcels to disadvantaged individuals and families across 30 countries. The next one, if you're interested, and we know many people in Dubai are interested because the elite people of Dubai love a distinct number plate. They really do. You see them, you know, when I see distinct number plates on the road, I'm like, oh, who's that? Do you do that? If you ever see like a low number, you just like have an extra look. Is that? I think is that a Dubai?
I think it became normal to me.
It's normal.
Yeah,
still.
After a while, like in Bahrain, like back home when I was like still back home, I used to be like, wow, you know, 3 numbers, 2 numbers. And
so it's a Bahraini thing. It's a region thing.
It's a region thing, you know. Okay. If you have low numbers and very few numbers, it's like, wow, you know, you're something. You're either a sheikh or, you know, you have a lot of money.
That's what I'm always like, what if it's 1? What if it's His Highness? And then take a sneaky peek.
Yeah, it's probably like in Bahrain. I think you need to have a sort of a royal decree to own that like 3-digit number.
Oh really?
Yes.
So it's I think in Dubai it's not as strict. I think obviously like the tens, then you're. But if it goes over 100, I have no idea. Tell me. Who knows? But if you were interested, let's say for example, if you didn't know that it was possible to buy these, they're actually going to be on sale. Number plates and phone numbers. You can bid on the special car license plates and phone numbers at the Hilton Dubai Al Habtoor City. That's happening on May 1. The auction is organised by Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Global Initiatives, along with Dubai Roads and Transport Authority, the RTA of course, Etisalat and Emirates Auction. Now, know that if you buy something, it's going to the 100 million meals campaign, and as you know, 1 dirham equals 1 meal. So if you want to donate now and you have 10 dirham to donate, you can do it on 100millionmeals.ae. And if you do 10 meals, 10 dirham, 50 meals, 50 dirham, 100 meals, and so on and so forth. But if you have a lot of money to donate and you want to get your hands on those extravagant number plates, I'd recommend going to do it. My only question is, and this has happened before, there was when, I think it was about 4 years ago, a millionaire, probably a billionaire, spent a lot of money on a fancy phone number. And the thing is, when you spend a lot of money on a fancy phone number, and if that phone number gets printed, you can't use it because people will keep calling it. So, and you can see the phone numbers that, like, we have the most notable numbers. The phone numbers for sale are, they've been printed, so I may as well read one of them just so you get an idea. 056. 056 is old school, right?
I have
056 999 9999. Sound like I said German. 9999. You could also get 056 555 5556. So these are all up for grabs. I don't think we're immature enough that we would be calling them, but you never know.
You'd be surprised the amount of people that would just are bored and they would call.
I think it would depend. Don't call them after I've said
it is not allowed, by the way. You'll get in trouble.
Of course, because you're
prank calling someone.
Disturbing and prank calling someone.
Yes.
However, let's move on to single-digit car number plates. If you want to get your hands on one, AA9 are up for bidding, as well as U31, T38, and E51. So these are really nice small number plates. It's just interesting because it's something I never grew up with. But number plates in different countries are all different. In Ireland, we had the year of the car was always on display, and I don't think in the UK they had this. So therefore, if you had the most recent year, you obviously have like the newest,
the latest, and more expensive car.
Yeah.
So people can act bougie.
Yeah. Never worried too much about those things, but obviously people who are more in cars, then it's more of a big thing. There I am spending money on makeup, and we all have the things that we enjoy.
Yeah.
Car number plates. Is it something that you would like? Do you care? And if so, which one would you have your eye on? Firstly, if I was going to it, if I had the money and it's going towards 100 million meals, which is a fantastic cause. So in this case, it is a fantastic cause. So if you're going to donate, you may as well donate here. I would go for maybe something that meant something. So like year of birth, or
maybe a special number that
or your lucky number.
Your lucky number, Yeah, I would go with number 7.
Why is that?
Like 7 is like I was born on in the 7th month, which is July, and the 17th, and my favorite number is 7. But I was born in 1996. So the 1996 is the only part that ruins the 7.
Are you close to well, you're close enough. If it's your lucky number.
It kind of feels like, you know, those when they go to those like games where you just, you know, you have to get like 3 7s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a 6 and the M1.
Talk to your parents, Ali. So close. Are you a Cancer?
I'm a Cancer.
Someone just said Cancerian.
Yay, Cancers! Even though nobody likes us because
That's
we're too
Said on
emotional.
Instagram. Said, are you also? Did you say what? Did you say no one likes you?
Yeah, because we're too emotional. Apparently.
No, I'm not emotional. Said, if you're not a Cancer, that was very quick. I'm born on 21st of August. What does that make me? I'm actually on I'm on the border.
You're on the border, so you're a bit of both.
Well, I am a Leo, but I think my personality matches more of a Virgo. Did anyone hear that? He was like, I understand. Do you really do you get that? Yeah, I was gonna say, I barely get it.
My knowledge goes as far as, I don't know, just saying that I'm a Cancer.
And they're emotional. You know that. I know Leos are quite fiery and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have Leo friends, and it sort of makes sense, but
also, good morning to Salome. She said she lives in South Africa and she's watching. Thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you everyone else, guys. That is it. Leo leadership skills. Yeah, so maybe you can learn them. Do you believe in science? Who knows? I think you can find things that match your personality within all of them, but who knows? Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Daily this morning. We're back with you every single weekday morning. Stay safe, wash your hands, be good, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.